Well, that works out that today is going to be a day of 2 parts then. Hello everybody and welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. Today, I've just woken up. I'm also not feeling the best. It's great. Feeling better now than I did earlier, but yeah, it's just that time of year. But yeah, so we have shooting stars tonight. So I will have to really try to remember to record my second segment like super late. Let's do this. But brain, work with me. Yeah, I get the feeling that, like, I have been slowly getting sick over these past few days, and then just today my body was just like, alright boss, we're done, we just want to deal with it, and it's like, cool. So, which I mean is fine, it happens. But yeah, it is rather annoying. So I apologize, I am low energy today. Did not want to jump over the hole, I wanted to fill in the hole. I mean, jumping over holes is pretty fun, but I wanted to fill in the hole, not jump over it. Okay, let's do a thinky thunk. I'm not very good at those right now. So it would be nice if I could think of something to like ramble about. Oh no, my shovel broke. How dare you break shovel? I still need to go work at some point, but you know. I don't want to go work yet. I'm living on this island. I'm making bells my own way. Why would I want to go work for somebody? That sounds not so great. I don't want to work. The funny thing is, IRL, I'd love to work. There's just nowhere hiring that's actually a reliable place to work. It's great. I don't want to get into that big rant again. The snowman. Oh, my heart's really racing. I hope the fish can't hear it. I mean, they probably can't. Maybe. Who knows? I sure don't. I'm no fish expert. Just because I worked at a fish plant does not make me a fish expert. It just means I hate certain kinds of fish. Like, that's really about it. I don't even so much hate the fish, I just didn't like processing them. And I don't even know exactly what they are. Like, I know there was a type of flounder we dealt with that I really did not like. Handling it was not fun. Please, angle to rock. There we go. What rock materials? I want this rock. That was almost a pattern. But, there was also what everyone just called redfish. Of which that could be many kinds of fish. That every time we got some in, it was always rotting. And that's not fun. Hey, you good? I'm sick, but you know, I didn't get Ed medicine yesterday. Oh, I'm such a jerk. Gotta start the day off right. Muscles are a lifestyle. You know, we're gonna go to the Nooklings. I'm gonna pick up some medicine, and then if he's still in need of it when we get up there, we'll give him some medicine. That sounds good to me. Because, like, that way I can't forget, you know? That's looking like some medicine. Hey, turnip prices, what are we looking at? 63. We are not having a single good price this week, are we? You boys just do not want to buy turnips this week, and I get that, but... yeah, I'll just take one. No. Wait, did I not buy it? No, I did buy it. Gosh, I am out of it. My brain is not functioning at peak efficiency. Which is where I am considering... I also just cycled the wrong way, but you know what? I'm committed to this now. I am considering delaying my stream and doing a makeup stream on Sunday. Like, anyone watching this will know when you're watching whether I've done that or not. But yeah, it'll really all depend on how I'm feeling, like, after this recording. Because, like, if I'm feeling like crap... oh, Crazy Red's here. Okay, well, I should probably... do I have the mental fortitude to deal with Red today? I probably should, even if I don't. Just because, like... we do need paintings. So let's come see Red. Because, like, usually when I'm sick, I can either talk forever and be fine, or I can talk for, like, 10-20 minutes and start feeling like crap. I've made it to the not quite 10-minute mark, and I don't feel like crap yet. So, you know, that's something. Okay. So, I want to see if any of these are just guaranteed real. Okay, I think that Mona Lisa's fake. Just already. Okay, this one's guaranteed always real. So, there's also the thingy. It's blue, it's not supposed to be blue. So that's fake. So both of these are going to be in the eyebrows. I'm pretty sure... I want a closer look. Yeah, those eyebrows, they're a little sus. I think that's an imposter. You got an imposter here, Red. Okay, he looks sad, so that's definitely fake. So this is the only real thing. The twinkling painting. Got a deal, Red. I do kind of want to buy his stuff as well, but I might be back later if he's still here to buy his other stuff. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. It is still stuff. What was I even talking about before I... I'm glad that if I did decide to stream, it's just Pokemon Legends Arceus, probably. Which is a very chill game. That does not require a huge amount of thunkage. Or I might use it as an opportunity to, like, test a few other games, or just another game kind of thing. Just to see how views might work on it. Yawning. I shouldn't be yawning. I just woke up. After sleeping all day. Not an exaggeration either. Well, kind of an exaggeration. Because, like, I had laid down... This is real time, not Animal Crossing time. I had laid down around 6 in the morning. Slept until, like... Well, no, it was around 4 I laid down, and I slept until 8. So I slept 4 hours then. Woke up feeling like crap. And then I went back to sleep around noon. So, and then woke up at, like, 9. So... You know my place. Let's talk. Your morning coat is so trendy, I'm not even kidding right now. But you know, I can make it pop even more with a bit of pinky magic. Some rose-printed slacks. Color combination is so glam, you'll look so good. Folks will say, hey, are you Pinky? I don't know if I could ever look that good. I'm your fashion godmother. Yeah, let's try them on. I'm not a fan of slacks, but... Yeah, I'm not really a fan of slacks, but... They are pants. And maybe if I wear pants, and like... Yeah, I might actually wear them. There's a big might there. I honestly still think I'd probably wear a skirt first, but... Let's imagine I don't have that option right now. Just for a bit of a change. At least I had a rather fun walkout. A couple nights ago at this point. Which, I mean, I do quite enjoy walks. The only thing I don't enjoy is where it had been snowing. And it snowed a decent little amount. There was a decent little amount. There had been, like, in places, probably like 20, 30 centimeters of snow on the ground. Which was, yeah, it's a decent little amount. Dear Streeter, I cannot stop thinking about this furniture I saw in a dream, so I've turned it into a DIY recipe. I'm compelled to share my recipe, so I have stuffed it in this bottle, made it inspire you to action. Sincerely, Astrid. Bamboo lunchbox. It's pretty neat. Really not liking these slacks. But, which wouldn't have been so bad if the town's sidewalk clearers had... Don't you dare. No, you don't. Ah, you made me do it. Well, let's... I don't know what dung beetles have against these snowballs, but... Let's just do that. That way they'll respawn. Might just build the snowman later today. But, it wouldn't be so bad if the town had actually had their sidewalk clearers out clearing the sidewalk. Simon, you shouldn't sleep standing up. Oh man, it's so yummy. Come here. I want to fit you in my tummy. Hey, I love naps right after breakfast, or snack time, or lunch, or snack time, or dinner, or snack time. I mean, that's fair, but you have a bed right there. Nap in your... Fine. Fine. Nap standing up. Because, like, there's a thing that you may not know if you haven't, like, lived in or, like, even hiked in or walked in, like, a trail or the country. And that's... Walking through deep snow on, say, gravel or dirt is so much easier to do than walking in deep snow on, like, concrete or asphalt. And the main reason for that is just simply the snow will adhere to the ground. It doesn't exactly adhere to the asphalt or concrete. Which basically means as you walk on asphalt and concrete, you're constantly struggling to keep your balance. Meanwhile, while walking, you know, along, say, a dirt trail, you're basically fine. Because you'll just be walking like normal. I don't have that kind of money, though. Still no pants. I'm honestly thinking of going back to the skirt. Oh, if it isn't Steven, welcome. You're always stopping by, and I could never stop and have a proper chat. Sorry about that. Photos behind me? There are me and my sisters when we were younger, and our parents. They both passed away years ago, but these pictures bring back lots of good memories. Aww. I was pretty young when they died, so I don't remember them all that well. What I do remember is Sable doing her best to raise me all on her own. Thanks, sis. And sorry I was such a pain. You feeling okay, Mabes? What happened to calling me Grable and making fun of my apron? Come on, sis. I'm trying to have a moment here. It's not like we ever talk about this stuff without Steven to play referee. Don't be mean. I'm sorry, that was out of line. And you're right, we should talk more. You're an adult now, and I need to treat you like one. And I'm really proud of you, Mabes. You're a lot of things I could never be, little sister. I took care of you and Label when you were younger, and now we can all watch out for each other. And when the Able sisters work side by side, there's nothing we can't do. Aww. Such precious beans. We must protect all three of them. That's how it works. I don't make the rules, I just issue the tests for the king. Now, we are almost through our daily stuff. Here's Yuka. There you are, and looking fabulous as ever, I see. I want to chat. First off, it has my purse collection, then I'll... Oh, hello! I do hope your day isn't as busy as mine. I mean, you just have one purse, you wouldn't have anything to organize. I know that's like asking... I don't know... can't even think of a good correlation. Of people who really like purses, that's basically asking them not to breathe air. But, you know... Sorry, I'm in the middle of something right now. What are you up to? Currently crafting a Western style stone. Just to see how I do at it. DIY is great to learn by doing. I'm totally obsessed with it. Yeah, sure, I'll learn how to do it. Done all the details here. It should be easy for you. Aww. Give it a try when you have time and materials, Snorty. Okay, let's learn. Bam. Okay. Oh, the stick to pick up. Man, my brain is not functioning the best today, and that's That's fine. It's normal for when you're sick, but it is really annoying. Because, like, I know I've said this before with New Leaf, and I know some of you have given me a little grief over saying this. I feel bad when I get sick, because I'm not giving you guys as good of a video as I could give you. And that's what annoys me about being sick. Is like, I want to make sure I'm giving you guys as good of a video as I can every day. And if I'm sick, I can't do that very well. You know, maybe I'm sick because of Ed. I didn't even think of that. Ed was sick, and now I'm sick. He's still sick. And he's sneezing on me and everything. That's not right. Maybe too late for me. Here, have some medicine. Am I dreaming or are you for real? Yeah, take the medicine. Yes, I'm saved. Thank you. I feel a little bit better already. And it's all thanks to you. This makes your day a little better too. I'm giving you my bath towel wrap. Good. I don't think I want that. That feels like what you were probably sneezing into. Ed. Why are you like this? Make sure there's no weeds back here. Okay, there is none. We could get some bamboo bits by, bunking our bamboo there. I want to hang on to these bamboo like sprouts up thingies, these shoots. I couldn't think of what they're called. Just because, like, that way we can grow more. Because that is one thing, bamboo does not spread like a disease anymore. You get one shoot per shoot planted. I believe it's one. It might be more than one. But, like, it doesn't... You're not constantly having to manage it, which, just thinking, I haven't been in New Leaf for, like, a month now. There's probably bamboo absolutely everywhere at this point. Good thing I have the golden axe. I just haven't felt like I've needed it to, like, relax to lately. But I really should play it more. Okay, the museum already has all those fossils, so I can sell them all. It's pretty neat. Nah, I'm good. Well, at least I'm yawning and not, like, coughing. But okay. That's gonna be it for this morning segment. I'm going to hop into our house here, and then I'll meet you guys back here later today for the afternoon segment. Because, you know, it's a good transition point. So, see you later today. And I'm back. Whew, today's been a day. Still feeling under the weather. Have gone through multiple stages of Buckley's. What I mean by that is, like, I've taken it multiple times. So, yeah, we are shooting stars. We saw one of them. We just can't kind of wait. Had a tool in our hands. We just gotta wait. Was kind of hoping one would show up. They're a little shy right now. Just a little. They're just a little shy. Let's see. I would, if I could hear them better. Game? Do you wanna? We still gotta build a snowman, so I just don't want to miss shooting stars. That's the whole point of coming back. Game, please. You give me some shooting stars? Maybe? I have not sold things yet. Yeah. Alright, let's come into the Nooklings and then You know, I think just so I can hear it better, I'm gonna not have my headset on. God, I look dumb without a headset on. I also am probably already talking quieter. Or louder, because I'm trying to talk at the same volume, but I don't know if I am or not. It is mildly annoying. Also, if you're wondering why I randomly have a peach, Simon kind of barged into my house earlier after I was just like, oh, I'll just jump cut here. I was then like, okay, just in case I get like super sick through the night, I'll record an outro. And Simon showed up, so he wanted to play high card, low card before he went away. And I beat him, so he also gave me a peach, even though I don't really need a peach. Go shooting star? No? No shooting stars? Just none? It was just that one and I missed it, I guess. Shooting stars. Wishy. Here, wishy, wishy, wishy. I don't think he's in this game. I have never had it go this long without giving me one. I mean, it gave me one, but you know what I mean. Like... Game? It is time. Pretty sure I found the money rock today. Okay. Well, let's come see Pinky again. I know we've already seen her today. If I don't see any, it's gonna be annoying, but... what can you do? Hey, Pinky. Oh, she's wearing this again. Oh my gosh, fine. I should read the instructions. Whatever. Oh, what's up, Steven? What you doing? Can I help? Well, I'm making a green grass skirt. Dreamt of the idea when I fell asleep watching Megalife's in Love. It's about trains in love, and one of them... It's so important. Doesn't matter if Megalife Mike took the relationship off the rails. Because I'm building a thing. Yeah, love to know. But, I don't really have much to ramble about. Because outside of, like, things that there's already content for on the channel now of the stream I did, which was mostly just working on the Pokedex in Legends Arceus and doing some other random stuff. Like, really not much I've done. Wow, it really does not want to give me any more shooting stars, does it? It's just none. Okay. This is... I just get none? None at all? It's auto-saving. I will say, there's been a lot of talk around basically people's wish lists for the next Mario Kart game. And I feel like I'm the weird one when it comes to this. Because, like, a lot of what people want, I'm just sitting in the corner going, but why though? Like... I've seen a lot of people calling for, like, all of the stats to be shown to you, and it's like, okay, but why? Would you really, knowing that this part has slightly more underwater speed or water speed, really change your decision making that much? Especially where you'd probably also see that it's faster underwater, but worse, you know, say, anti-grav. You know, assuming they keep the same speeds. Like, I don't know about anyone else, but I still can't, given it's Mario Kart, I can't see anything other than speed and mini turbo mattering. Like, I've seen a lot of people argue that, oh no, you need handling, and it's like, you don't. You need acceleration. That tends to come alongside mini turbo. Oop, there's one. I duel away. Wish. Yeah. I still can't hear them very well because of my computer fan. But there we go. Wishing upon some stars. Yeah. Oop, there's one. Ooh, there's two. But yeah, like, I feel like the thing that I want the most would be probably one of the best changes they could make to the game. And that is, one, to not change much of anything from 8. Like, maybe give a bit of a slight rebalance to things. Make it so every character is capable of reaching the stat cap of the most important stats. You know, so they all can get an equal amount of speed and mini turbo compared to everyone else. So you don't end up in cases where, like, Diddy Kong has just one less mini turbo but the same speed as Peach. Or Daisy. Or Yoshi. I think Birdo's in there too. Like, that way, you know, all of them are equally viable, because if they can all reach the same max stats, then they'll all have the same relative equal performance. Now, speed and mini turbo are always going to be things that aren't easy for Nintendo to balance, and there's going to be one of those two stats that's ever so slightly better than the other. Right now, with 8 Deluxe, its mini turbo is ever so slightly more important than speed. Depending on the track. Hello, Pinky. So much to see, even when you're just out for a walk, Snorty. Let's talk. Well, that reminds me, I had the craziest dream last night, and you were there. We were hanging out at this global synthopop festival, and one of the bands asked us to get up on stage. No one was more surprised than me when I started eating spicy food for the crowd's entertainment. Dream me is so accomplished. That is very fair. I don't know if I would eat spicy food for people's enjoyment. I'd eat spicy food for my own enjoyment. As long as it's not just, like, painful spicy. Like, I can't be the only one with this sort of thought of, like, there is two distinct kinds of spicy/hot food. There's tasty spicy and painful spicy. You know, where you get something that's really hot, but it actually has flavor to it and tastes pretty good. And then you get the thing that's really hot and it has no flavor whatsoever. It's just hot. It's just pain. I don't like the things that are just pain. I'd rather there be flavor. Like, it'd be good to eat. But yeah, I can definitely see why Nintendo doesn't give us every stat. And it's just simply because there would be people spending way too much time, stressing way too much over finding the absolute, oh, this has 0.1% better overall speed stats. It's like, yeah, but you're not using most of those most of the time, and you're lower in regular speed. You know, it'd be stuff like that. And it's like, I can very much understand from that perspective why they don't do it. Because, like, that isn't fun. What's fun about Mario Kart is for single-player stuff, and even low VR online, and I mean low is in, like, under 10,000. You just pick your favorite stuff. Everything's viable, especially in 8 Deluxe, which is why I say to not change much there. But yes, the thing that I actually want is them to basically introduce scaling AI that learns from the player. That way, single player is actually difficult. Now, I do apologize if that sounds very condescending to anybody, because they struggle with the single player. But, like, I don't. I've been playing Mario Kart way too long for me to really struggle against the AI in the game with probably the easiest controls of all of the Mario Karts. You know. I wonder if I... Okay, I was gonna try and just kick it in. What is going on? Bud, crafting the perfect snow person isn't a skill that comes easily. I get it, but this is ridiculous. Were you not wearing gloves? Did you sneeze while putting me together? Come on. Nah, you're perfect. Look at you, you're only a little taller than I am. Yeah, wished on a star for you. Because I know you can't do it. But, like, that would be really nice. And if the AI did scale to the player, well, even people who are bad at the game would have a challenge, but it would be a winnable challenge. Because the AIs would scale to how you're playing. Basically, think of it like how they did the AI for the Amiibo fighters in Smash Brothers, where you could train them to do certain things by basically doing those actions if you were skilled enough to just repeat those actions over and over and over again, to the point where you could literally train one of the Amiibo fighters to do nothing but jump off the ledge. You know, or you could train one to be the literal best dodger that's ever dodged. Which also means that if you were a skilled player that knows shortcuts, takes shortcuts, the AI would learn to take those shortcuts. If you're doing them itemless, the AI would learn how you're doing it and repeat what you've done. Even if it means they just follow your exact line for doing it, they would still start doing it. Which would be really nice. Because, like, there's a lot of courses in 8 Deluxe where if you know how to drive them, you can't lose against the AI. I'm thinking stuff like, I think it's Donut Plains 3. The one with, basically, it's, the course goes like this, and then around, and then around, and then... There are so many shortcuts that you can take without mushrooms. By just hopping the grass. That, like, it's not even remotely close. The poor AI cannot keep up. You'll be lapping probably second place by the end. Then there's cases like Squeaky Clean Sprint, where a lot of the AI will take the bottom path on lap 2 and 3 when that path is just simply slower. Like, they should all be programmed to take that top path if they are able to. And if they scaled off the player, they would probably do that, because the player is probably taking that top path. Because it's faster, why wouldn't you? You know, the shortcuts on Ribbon Road that don't require mushrooms. If you're skilled enough to be taking those, the AI should be taking them too. You know, that would definitely make the game more interesting. and then have like a toggle for turning it off and just having the same generic AI they've been using for everything. For if you want to turn it off. And it would be really cool. Probably will never happen, but it'd be really cool. Which, you know, that's what wish lists are for. Is things that would be pretty cool, but not likely to happen. Evening. Ooh, I've been going strong all day. Might be time for a breather. Wanna chat? You like my wooden table? If I'm not working out, sometimes I'll sit there and read. It doesn't get much use. I mean, you've got some books under there. Got more books than most people. Ah, yeah, see, there you go. There, you're reading. Look at him go. He's reading. But, like... Another thing I would like to see, and it's mostly just for people who are on both sides of this coin. Ooh. Hello. Hooty toot, and a very good evening to you. Are you a resident of this island? Yeah, I am. Aha, you must be the famous Stephen. It's lovely to meet you. I'm Celeste. Perhaps you've met my brother, Blathers? He's a museum creator. Oh, curator. Yeah, creator. Technically, he is. You'd know if you had. Blathy, my brother, likes to go on and on and on about everything. It's quite endearing, assuming you're not in a rush. Oh, but there I go, getting distracted. I came here to examine the night sky at Blathers' suggestion, but the night sky on this island is just so stunning. I'm simply gobsmacked by its beauty. What's more, signs suggest that tonight there will be a meteor shower. What a lovely coincidence. You ever heard that a wish upon a falling star will bring you good fortune? The stars above, falling all the way to Earth just to hear our wishes. Isn't that a lovely romantic idea? Up the sky at R, and you should spot some shooting stars. Press A to make a wish. If you do that, you just might earn yourself some good fortune. Oh, I nearly forgot. I recently ran across a DIY recipe in one of my books on the stars. Seems there's a magic wand that if you make a wish and give it a wave, lets you become a whole new you. Jot down the recipe with the intention of trying it out later, but I'd like to give it to you as a token of our new friendship. I do hope you'll try it out sometime. I mean, I can. Find any other interesting recipes, I'll be sure to write them down for you. Thank you for this lovely chat. I'm sure we'll meet again next time I come to look at the stars. I'm sure we will. I was actually wondering where she was gonna be. We now have the star wand. We need star pieces to make it. Which, I believe, will start washing up on shore tomorrow. But yeah, there's a fair few things that... And this is probably why Nintendo never knows what to do with Mario Kart, to be fair. There's a fair few ideas that I'm sitting here just like, but why would you want that? I think the things I will always find the most funny is people who played the best characters in 8 Deluxe, but refuse to acknowledge that they did that, or do that still. Wanting the stats removed from the characters so that they can play their favorite characters competitively. It's like, you're already doing that. You're just using a not-so-great cart combination. I don't know how to tell you that. You know, mostly because I've tried telling these people that and they don't listen. Which, that has to be like the most annoying thing. Like, when you know something and you try to tell somebody something and they're just like, no, you're wrong. It's like, no, I'm not. Kinda know what I'm talking about here. Smile Isle. We're a reliable ally. Wishes come true. Were you wishing for Nook Miles the last time you saw a shooting star? Because Nook Inc. is here to grant your wish. More wishes, more miles. Yes, yes. Give me that one, a late night meteor. And... A wishful legend. Got a lot to go before we get that last one, but that's fine. But yeah, as long as Nintendo doesn't mess up the game feel from 8 Deluxe, I honestly feel like the next Mario Kart game is going to be really good. And like I'm very much in the camp of like almost no matter what they make, it's probably going to be good. Like Nintendo is one of those companies that still has a lot of my faith when it comes to new games. I mean, like, they really haven't put out a bad game in a very long time. So, like... And usually a lot of their bad games were more just games that they were trying to do something unique with that just didn't land. Like... Gosh, I'm even trying to think what the last bad, proper Nintendo game was. Like, not something published on a Nintendo system. An actual Nintendo-made game. I can already hear the thoughts of some people in the comments saying this game, but I don't agree on that, so... Meh. And, like, I would even say, like... Animal Crossing Pocket Camp or something. Here's one, though I don't know if this was actually Nintendo made and published. Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. On the Wii U. The game that was made almost certainly to sell amiibos, and was also them clearly trying to branch the Mario Party idea into other franchise, and just not doing it well. They did not do it well at all. So, like, you know, there we go. But that was on the Wii U. That was a long time ago. Like, and even that didn't really, I mean, heck, I pre-ordered New Horizons. It didn't ruin my faith in the series at all, because I could tell it was a spin-off. You know. I'm really trying to think of, like, other games that Nintendo themselves have made and published that I would consider actually bad. And I can't think of any. Now, admittedly, there are some games that you could hop onto, like, the Nintendo Switch Online emulator stuff, and those games are not very good. But they're more there because they were either just games that Nintendo had easy rights to throw on, or were popular somewhere. So, you know, or just important to Nintendo itself. But, like, yeah, I don't understand the pessimism when it comes to Nintendo games. I know I've gotten onto almost a completely different topic now, but, like, there has been a growing pessimism around Nintendo games, and even Nintendo-published games, like Pokemon. It's like, have we been playing the same games? Because I'm not convinced we have. Like, when it comes to Pokemon, I've heard so much pessimism already over Legends ZA, and it's like, Legends Arceus was great. Scarlet and Violet were great. Why is there pessimism? And the answer there would be because Violet was unstable. It's like, okay. Scarlet wasn't. Should have played Scarlet. Like, Scarlet was better anyway. Like, I don't get it. And then people will point to things like when it comes to Pokemon, they'll point to, like, the Diamond and Pearl remake. The remake that fans were demanding was made. Made the way fans were demanding. Like, a thing I think people seem to forget is that people were asking and demanding and crying out for a faithful remake of Diamond and Pearl. Oh, hey, a podium. Perfect for me standing here on a soapbox. It's backwards, isn't it? Let me, there we go. Perfect. But, like, Game Freak didn't even do that themselves. I'm standing too close to it to do wishing. Now I'm good enough away. Like, Game Freak didn't even make that themselves, yet people hold it against Game Freak. Because Game Freak gave it to a company that gave the fans exactly what they'd been asking for. Like, what? And, like, I've made mention before of how when I initially saw the art style for the Diamond and Pearl remakes, I didn't like it. But they've grown on me over time because I've basically looked at them long enough that it's like, yeah, that is just the sprite but 3D. Like, they look fine. They look like what people wanted. Well, what people wanted apparently was the game to be 2D again, with sprites, and look exactly like Diamond and Pearl, except if they had done that, then the games would have been lazy, because they just did the same thing again. It's like, this is why companies don't listen to us? Like, if you've ever wondered why companies don't seem to listen to people, this is why. I mean, I've even tried to get this point across to people when it comes to World of Warships. You know, you get somebody who hates aircraft carriers. They absolutely hate them with every fiber of their being. Well, I like aircraft carriers. I see we've canceled each other out then. And your big, overblown, exaggerated complaints and criticisms of aircraft carriers will probably get brushed off as an emotional response, while my liking aircraft carriers but being critical of a few parts might actually get taken seriously. But even then, Wargaming is going to look at it and go, well, you overall do like them, so job done. Mission accomplished. Because nothing in World of Warships is 100% the way people want it to work. There's things about every class that people wish was different. You can't get away from that. Like, that's just how the game works. And, like, I'm gonna be honest, when it comes to, say, the art style of Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, I don't mind that art style, and, you know, that change, that use of that art style, I should more say, as much as I mind it for the Link's Awakening remaster. I really don't like how the Link's Awakening remaster looks, and I'm kind of annoyed that it's an art style they're continuing. It doesn't feel right for Zelda. Like, it doesn't even feel like the Four Swords kind of style 3D-ified, which is what they probably should have done. Like, it just feels wrong. Like, they don't feel like... It doesn't feel like Nintendo-made assets. It doesn't feel like something from Nintendo. It feels like something that you could buy and make off of the Unity asset store, which is, I think, my biggest issue with it. Like, you'd be... I wouldn't say hard-pressed, but you'd probably have a harder time recreating, like, the Animal Crossing look with assets from the Unity asset store. You could probably almost one-to-one recreate Zelda Echoes of Wisdom using things from the asset store in Unity. Which, if you don't know what Unity is, which I may as well explain it in case people don't know, it is a game development, why can't I think of the name? Engine. That has basically an asset store where you can buy 3D assets, 2D assets, coding assets. Basically any asset you might want, you can buy it. And there's also a bunch of free stuff in there too. Unity is pretty cool. And if you're just using it hobbyists, you don't have to pay for it. The moment you're releasing something commercially, you have to pay for a license to the Unity engine, and it's dumb. But at least it's something. So many stars. But yeah, like, I really don't understand all of the recent pessimism towards specifically Nintendo. Like, I just don't get it. I wish I did get it. I'll take my podium down and get off my high horse for a bit. It's the same with, like, me seeing people get, like, really pessimistic around Sandlot and the Earth Defense Force series. Like, the Earth Defense Force 6 was great. Yeah, Iron Rain wasn't very good. Iron Rain, from what I remember, was not developed by Sandlot or the regular developers. It was another development team. So, like, that's why it wasn't as good. And even then, it was still pretty good. I still enjoyed it. I imagine a lot of Earth Defense Force fans still enjoyed Iron Rain. There's a lot of things about Iron Rain I imagine people probably enjoyed more. They just don't want to admit it, because that would be admitting that Iron Rain did something they like, and they don't want to do that. Like, it's dumb. I don't get it. Like, if I like something, you're gonna hear me say I like it. I'm actually mixed on a few things with Iron Rain, because while I do like them, I also do dislike them for the same reason. Like, in regular Earth Defense Force games, when you defeat an enemy, there's a chance a weapon box will drop out of them. You pick up the weapon box, complete the mission, you get a random weapon. And then from 5 onwards, that weapon has been basically a random level range, and it always applies your highest level of a stat. So, like, hopefully I remember to edit that out. If I didn't, you just could see me cough for a little bit. Like, for instance, if you find a level 0 damage weapon, and then you find that has, like, level 5 everything else, then next mission you find that same weapon, but with level 5 damage and level 0 everything else, it'll just apply the level 5 damage from that new weapon to the weapon you already found. Which is kind of nice. Iron Rain, when you defeat a mission on a difficulty, you just get set gear. You always get the same gear from the same mission. Which, I like, because it means that you can plan ahead. You know what you're going to get if you're on a repeat playthrough. But it also means that on your first playthrough, you don't really have any reason to ever replay a mission. And once you find equipment that works for you, because until you start unlocking the higher rarity variants of it, or the higher letter grade variants of it, you have no reason to replace it, ever, because you're not getting random gear. Meanwhile, with, say, Earth Defense Force 5, you might find an assault rifle for your ranger that you love. This thing is amazing, it does everything you want it to do. And then you find another assault rifle that you can use, you can get behind, you don't mind it, but it's better than the assault rifle you had, because it just simply rolled better. You then use that other assault rifle until you find the one you really like again, with higher leveled stuff that rolls it better, that makes it better again. And, you know, you're changing gear constantly in Earth Defense Force 5. You're actually having to stop and look at the things you get. Meanwhile, with Iron Rain, you kind of just don't. You're good. You just run with what you've got, because everything is automatically as good as it's going to get until you get to the higher letter variety of things, because it's basically F through A. I think it's F through S. Which doesn't make the most amount of sense if you're not a gamer, but it's basically F. Okay, it'd be easier for my brain to go forward. I've never been good at alphabet backwards. So it'd be S, A, B, C, D, E, and then F. With S being the top for some reason. I really don't get that, but I'm gonna sit in the chair. I know I can't really deal with the shooting stars like this, but I'm gonna sit in the chair anyway. I love how the end of this has just turned into me rambling, because I can, more than anything. I'm still feeling sick, but this is what I do when I'm sick. I ramble a lot. My brain has nothing to do but be sick and ramble, so this is what you get. But, yeah, like, I've even seen people be like, oh man, Monster Hunter Wilds is going to be the death of the Monster Hunter series because its performance has been so bad. It's like, okay, but Capcom has admitted the performance was worse than they were expecting. They've worked on it. It'll be better. They've already shown it being better on the PS4. And it being pretty playable on the PS4... I think it was PS4. It's either PS4 or PS5. Either way, it being fairly playable there basically says if you've got a halfway decent computer, it'll be fairly playable on your computer at standard 1080p resolution. 1440p or 4K, that might be a bit of a stretch. But it'll probably work just fine on your system as long as you're playing it at 1080p. Which, let's be honest, if you're playing at 1440 to 4K, you've probably got a pretty beefy computer, and you don't have to care anyway. So, but yeah, I think I'm going to wrap things up here before I just ramble absolutely forever. Today is probably a really long episode. So with that, I do thank you all very much for watching. I am curious to see if you guys have any input on the things I've been rambling about, from like what you might want in the next Mario Kart game if you play Mario Kart a lot. If you disagree with my opinions on what other people think, like, let me know. I'd love to know. I like talking with you guys. I love the little conversations we have. I really enjoy it. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you back here tomorrow for more Animal Crossing New Horizons. See you all then. And now in this end card, I'd like to ask if you liked the video, hey, could you hit the like button? And if you're not subscribed, could you maybe subscribe? That'd help me out a lot. Thanks a bunch.